Today we will see what is regression matrix. Regression matrix is the evaluation matrix to evaluate our model which is used for regression problems. First we will see what is mean absolute error. Mean absolute error is the difference between actual data points and the points which are predicted by our model. So for this point, our model predicted this point at this y-axis. So the error will be actual value minus predicted value. So you can see the formula. For every point in our data set, we will calculate the absolute difference of predicted value minus actual value. This gives us the mean absolute error for our model. First, take average, because in formula we have seen that 1 divided by n means for all the values, first calculate the absolute difference and then divided by the total number of points which are there in our data set. So first take average of the absolute value of the error for our model, and then you will get MAE, mean absolute error. Lower the values, better the model is performing, means lower value reflects better model. MAE treats all error the same. Mean absolute error treats all the data points equally, whether the point is near to the predicted value by the best fit line, whether it is far away from the best fit line. It treats all the values equally, whether we have to penalize more or less. It treats all the data points equally. MAE is more robust to outliers and does not penalize the error as extremely as MAC. We will see MAC in further slides. Mean square error will penalize the data points which are far from the best fit line, but in case of MAE, it is robust to outliers. It does not penalize the error extremely, as MAC is penalizing the error, the data points which are far from the best fit line. MAE is not suitable for application where you want to pay more attention to outliers. MAE value of 0 means that your model is perfect predictor of output, means the actual value and predicted value are same, which is not possible in real world. MAE does not indicate underfitting or overfitting of the model. It only gives us the absolute difference between actual value and predicted value and then take the average. But it does not indicate whether our model is underfitted or overfitted. It is not very sensitive to outliers. As we discussed previously, MAE can't be used in the situation where we want to pay attention to outliers. So it is not very sensitive to outliers in compared to MAC, since it does not penalize large errors. Now we will see mean squared error. The formula for mean squared error is 1 divided by n. N is the number of rows present in our data set, whether it is testing data set or training data set. Then summation of all the actual difference between the actual value and predicted value. Square it and then divide it by the total number of data points present in our data set. Mean squared error is one of the most preferred metrics for regression task. It simply takes the average of squared distance between the actual and predicted value by the regression model. You can see that first it will calculate the difference between actual value, means actual point, and the point predicted by our best fit line, and then squared it and then divide by the total number of data points present in our data set. As it squares the difference, it penalizes even a small error, which leads to overfitting, indicating how bad our model is. MSE will always be bigger than MAE because it doesn't penalize the data points that are far from the best fit line, but MSE extremely penalize the points that are far from the best fit line. Error grows gradually in MSE. Outliers in our data will contribute to much higher total error in MSE than they would be in MAE, because MSE will penalize the points that are far from the best fit line, as outliers are the extreme data points in our data set. You can visualize it by creating scatter plot for our data set. The extreme points in our scatter plot is the outliers that are far from the range. So for that outlier data points, MSE will penalize these points extremely. So gradually our mean squared error will also increase. Now we will see what is root mean squared error. The formula for root mean squared error is summation of for all the data points present in our data set, predicted value minus actual value whole square divided by the number of data points present in our data set, and take the square root of the given value. This will give us the root mean squared error. Now what is root mean squared error? It takes the square root of the average square difference between actual and predicted. It takes the square root of the difference between predicted and actual value, then squares it and then divide by the total number of data points present in our data set. The errors are first squared. The errors means the predicted and actual values difference is first squared before averaging, which poses a high penalty on large error. Same as mean squared error, this root mean squared error also gives high penalty to large errors, means the point that are far from the best fit line, the points that are predicted by our model. This implies that RMSE is useful when large errors are undesired. Means when we don't want data points to be far from the best fit lines, RMSE is the best evaluation metrics that can be used for regression problem, because it penalizes the large error extremely. What is R squared? The formula for R square is 1 minus summation of I equals to 1 to n, means for all the data points in our data set, actual predicted minus actual value whole square divided by the summation of for all data points actual value minus the mean value for all data points and then whole square. This is the formula for R square. Now let's see what is R square. R square is a goodness of fit measure for linear regression models. It indicates the percentage of variance in the dependent variable and the independent variable. Dependent variable means the value which we are predicting, and the independent variables are the features using which we are predicting, using which the model is predicting. R square measures the strength of relation between our model and dependent variable. Errors are first squared before averaging, which poses a high penalty on large errors. R-square uses two mean squared error calculation. R-square is the percentage of dependent variable variation that a linear model explains, as we shown in the figure. Adding more predictor variables to the model, it will increase the value of R-square, but also create a more complex model, and it can lead to overfitting. Adding more data is not the solution in every case. R-square is also known as coefficient of determination, means it shows how close are this data point to this regression line. Negative R-square depicts that your prediction value is less accurate than the average value predicted by this regression line. Larger the R-square, better the regression model fits your observation, means all points are very close to the regression line. So the R-square value will gradually increase. 100% R-square value means it ranges from 0 to 1. So 100% R-square value means all points are on the predicted regression line only. But this is not possible in real world. A good model can have a low R-square value. On the other hand, a biased model can have a high R-square value. So we can't use this metric to identify whether it is good fit or it is biased, because from seeing the R-square value we can't judge whether it is good fit or our model is biased. It is a biased model. Thank you. If you liked my video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.